Hello everyone, welcome to Learning is Fun with Miss. In today's video, we will learn about the different types of story elements. Theme. Plot is what happens in a story. A theme is why it happens, which you need to know while you're writing the plot. So, before you even begin writing, determine why you want to tell this story. What message do you wish to convey? What will it teach the reader about life? Resist the urge to explicitly state your theme. Just tell your story and let it explore your theme and make its own point. Characters. Your main character is the protagonist, also known as the lead or hero or heroine. The protagonist must have redeemable human flaws, potentially heroic qualities that emerge in the climax. A character arc, for example, he or she must be different, better, stronger person by the end. Resist the temptation to create a perfect lead character. You also need an antagonist, the villain. Your villain should be every bit as formidable and compelling as your hero. Just don't make the bad guy bad because he's the bad guy. Make him a worthy foe by giving him motives for his actions. Villains don't see themselves as bad, they think they're right. A fully rounded bad guy is much more realistic and memorable. Depending on the length of your story, you may also need important orbital cast members. For each, ask what do they want? What or who is keeping them from getting it? What will they do about it? Point of view. To determine point of view or POV for your story, decide two things. The voice you will use to write your story, such as first person, using I, me. Second person, using you, your. Or third person, using he, she, or it. And who will serve as your story's camera? The cardinal rule is one perspective character per scene, but I prefer only one per chapter and ideally one per novel. Readers experience everything in your story from this character's perspective. No hopping into the heads of other characters. What your POV character sees, hears, touches, smells, tastes, and thinks is all you can convey. Some writers think this limits them to first person, but it doesn't. Setting. Setting is the time and place or when and where of the story. It's a literary element of literature used in novels, short stories, plays, films, etc., and usually introduced during the exposition, meaning the beginning of the story, along with the characters. The setting may also include the environment of the story, which can be made up of the physical location, climate, weather, or social and cultural surroundings. There are various ways that time and place indicate setting. Time can cover many areas, such as the character's time of life, the time of day, time of year, time periods such as the past, present, or future, etc. Place also covers a lot of areas, such as a certain building, room in a building, country, city, beach, in a mode of transport such as a car, bus, boat, indoors or out, etc. The setting of a story can change throughout the plot. The environment includes geographical locations such as beach or mountains, the climate and weather, and the social or cultural aspects such as a school, theater, meeting, club, etc. Plot. The plot is the actual story around which the entire book is based. A plot should have a very clear beginning, middle, and end, with all the necessary descriptions and suspense, called exposition, so that the reader can make sense of the action and follow along from start to finish. Plot is the sequence of events that make up a story. It's what compels your reader to either keep turning the pages or set the book aside. Think of plot as the storyline of your novel. A successful story answers two questions: what happens, such as the plot, and what does it mean, such as the theme. See number one above. It is foundational. Writing coaches call story structures by different names, but they're all largely similar. All story structures include some variation of an opener, an inciting incident that changes everything, a series of crises that build tension, a climax, a resolution, or conclusion. How effectively you create drama, intrigue, conflict, and tension determines whether you can grab readers from the start and keep them to the end. Problem or conflict? Conflict. Every story has a conflict to solve. The plot is centered on this conflict and the ways in which the characters attempt to resolve the problem. When the story's action becomes most exciting right before the resolution, it is called the climax. Conflict is the engine of fiction and is crucial to effective nonfiction as well. Readers crave conflict and long to see what results from it. If everything in your plot is going well and everyone is agreeing, you'll quickly bore your reader, which is a cardinal sin. Are two characters chatting amiably? Have one say something that makes the other storm out, revealing a deep seated rift in the relationship. What is it? What's behind it? Readers will keep turning the pages to find out. Resolution. The solution to the problem is the way the action is resolved. For example, Katie often resolves the conflict by finding a compromise for two fighting characters or helping fix any mistakes she made while switched into someone else. It is important that the resolution fit the rest of the story in tone and creativity and solve all parts of the conflict. How you expect the story to end should inform every scene and chapter. It may change, evolve, grow as you and your characters experience the inevitable arcs, but never leave it to chance. Keep your lead character center stage to the very end. Everything he learns through all the complications that arise from his trying to fix the terrible trouble you plunged him into should, in the end, make him rise to the occasion. If you get near the end and feel something's missing, don't rush. Give it a few days, a few weeks if necessary. Read through everything you have written. Take a long walk. Think on it. Sleep on it. Jot notes about it. Let your subconscious work on it. Play what if games. Be outrageous if you must, but deliver a satisfying ending that resonates. Give your readers a payoff for their investment by making it unforgettable. Do this by reaching for the heart. In today's video, we learned about the different types of story elements. I hope this video will help you if you're writing your next story or if you are trying to find story elements as you are reading your next story. Thank you so much for watching and learning with me. I'll see you again next time. Bye bye.